Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Another carry for Pierce. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Stroud. He finds his man. Complete. That's Hall. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
On the completion, this is Carey. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
You look at this Arizona defense.
They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. This pass caught by Hamler.
Touchdown, Houston. K.J. Hamler, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Oilers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
A throw over the middle, taken in, and way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it, got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. Stockton. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A quick throw here out to Brown. So the completion good for 7 there. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Off play action. Stockton. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away.
On the return, Johnson.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now, somehow he was able to sidestep that first tackler, but still hit and taken down behind the line. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
And they'll go right back to Pierce.
And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Stroud.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was third down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to first down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they'd built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a first down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Garrett Williams.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Throwing to start the drive. Stockton. Rush coming, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangwu.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Operating from the gun. Stockton. Pressure comes and down he goes. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. Johnson to return it.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second.
There he goes, left side. Oh, what a move. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one.
Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackler.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Quick throw by Stroud, complete out wide.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards on the pickup there.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Stroud. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No 1st down.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split it.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Inside the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. They'll go right back to the Nwangwu. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Off the play fake. Stockton. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Down the right sideline. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Ready, set.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. KJ Hamler. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Oilers continue to pull away here in this first half. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2. And they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for him so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw out to Mims. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Room to maneuver at the 35. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up.
Let's go now.
3rd down and 13.
Ultra.
This will be caught by Brown. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
A gain of 6 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up a great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Clears takes it straight ahead.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
This is 2nd and 8.
Check it.
Stroud off the play fake.
They'll roll him out right.
That one complete. It's tanked down.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. And 2nd down.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good. Even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense, they actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. A couple of touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well, I think Lady Luck was on his side.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. He got 29 yards that time.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's got it. So no gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and goal. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
The 3-yard line.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion.
Final play of the half, Stroud.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Herb Smith Jr. in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Oilers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go quickly here out to Moore. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 17-yard line.
On the run is Nwogu. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Here we go. Here we go.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And quickly they get to the line.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Cardinals.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, Stockton.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Tanner Muse with it.
And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Give to Pierce.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On second down, here's Pierce. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
12 yards there and a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Hand off left side, Pierce.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Second down and 6 now. Pierce gets this one running right.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Going for it with Pierce.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but They'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It's a gain of 35.
It's a gain of 35. First down, Arizona.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
2nd and 10.
To throw again.
Stockton. He'll get this to Nwangu.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's a diving catch right side. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down.
First down, Cardinals.
They'll look to throw again.
He'll get this to Kene Nwangu complete.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Kene Nwangu.
His 1st touchdown of the new season.
And the Cards are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point attempt here still to come. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8. Again, it's Johnson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Let's go now.
They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
In motion goes the tight end. Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
This will be fielded at the 17. Going to be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Off play action. Stockton. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's got this down to the 35. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. This pass complete to Higgins. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
He'll keep it himself.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd down at the 38-yard line.
Cam cycle. White. Ready?
Off the play fake. Stockton. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Off play action. Stockton. That is caught. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Ready.
They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Kene Nwangu, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter.
And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. And he gets into the end zone. We'll give them credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get 2 closer here on the fake extra point. The Cardinals say they have it. They do. Arizona recovers. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake. Stockton. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 21 yards there on third down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Chandler. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the